Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover.
The indictment says Pooh Shiesty told Gucci Mane we can do this the hard way. Gucci Mane, hey, can I holler at you in the private room? She said, go to the private room. She said, listen, sign this contract and release me, please. Gucci Mane said, hell no, I ain't signing you out of here, bro. You just came home, you hot as grease. Bro, I'm not signing you out this deal, bro. Yeah, you my artist. Pooh Shiesty got irritated. Then Pooh Shiesty told somebody to go ahead and grab his bag. The person then brought the bag to Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty pulled out an AR pistol, they said, and pointed it at Gucci and told Gucci to sign it. Gucci obviously said, all right, cool, I'll sign it. Now, while Pooh Shiesty got a pistol to Gucci Mane, making him sign it, Pooh Shiesty, Ryan Sisters, is in the other room, robbing Gucci Mane security, robbing like white people, Gucci Mane. These are business people. These are people who came with Gucci. White boys. They're robbing the white boys for their Rolex bags with buckle watches in it, for their wallets, for everything. I'm like, hold on. If the purpose was to have them to sign you out of the deal, why are you robbing the people with Gucci? That makes no sense whatsoever. But the robbery continued, even though Gucci Mane was signing the contract to get Pooh Shiesty out of it. Now, apparently, like, Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, which is why the daddy is currently, in jail. Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, hey, Pops, is this good enough? The Pops said, nah, Pooh, tell him to, like, sign a date.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness.
Gucci Mane is officially the greatest snitch in hip-hop since 6ix9ine. Gucci Mane just made sure that Pooh Shiesty isn't coming home anytime soon. The next time we see Pooh Shiesty will be 50 years old. In our last video, we revealed how Pooh Shiesty, his girlfriend, his daddy, they're all sitting in jail right now on Fed charge.
What's up, kid? What's up, kid? What's up, kid? What's up, kid? Face guard. Face guard.
Eat it.
Sorry. I just want to win some money. 6-7.
I know for a fact y'all didn't know this. You didn't know it. Multi-lane highways or interstate? Do you know? I know, especially in Louisiana, which is where I'm at, a lot of people ask, hey, look, multi-lane highways or interstates? If you're driving 1 mile per hour under that posted speed limit, if it's 70 and you're doing 69, that is a valid traffic stop. You can be stopped, and it don't matter if you have anything else going on, suspended license, no insurance, whatever the case may be, or you just riding dirty. I know none of my great people are doing that, but hey, you can be ticketed for that. But you can also, for anything else, that's a valid stop, right? You're legal. It's legal to have you pulled over for going under the speed limit, not speeding, but under. I'm gonna stress that. It's a little wild to me. A little wild. But you can be ticketed for anything else, just off of driving under the speed limit. You wasn't speeding. Wasn't even speeding. I know y'all didn't know that one. Anyways, that's the new law for this year. It's here. Tell me what y'all think about it. Hey, don't get it the best. I'm just helping my people. Y'all have to listen to that. I know for
Michael Jackson song Thriller actually about crack. Because he really dissected there's like it's close to midnight and it's something evil lurking in the dark. The evil which was lurking in the dark was the crackhead. Those dance moves were the gyrations of the crackhead. Even though crack was not out, so the dance moves cocaine.
She does. Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
Eyes are yellow?
That's a crime that has not exposed.
It's very shit. You got to see niggas like this every day, y'all.
No one is scared. Then that white guy comes out and he just thinks, what's gonna happen?
Oh,
It's hopeless.
Your body starts to shiver.
Yeah. It's hard enough.
My conspiracy theory. These must be sugar free. Hey, she got some wheat bread cookies. I'm going to put bread though. But honey, they can put no honey in the cookies. Hey, she got some wheat bread cookies. I'm going to put bread though.
Have y'all seen a pregnant special ed? Is that legal?
What? What?
To
So what?
you know, like special.
You said it's what? It's not ethical. It's not ethical. I don't know if it's illegal. I'm pretty sure it's unethical. Hey.
Have y'all seen a pregnant special ed? Is that legal?
What? What?
if I'm in handcuffs and I'm telling the police I got a gun, I shouldn't be killed if I'm in handcuffs. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I got a gun. And they, you know, they on my back doing their little thing, whatever. Like, hello, you know what I'm saying? They was on my side. They was fucking me up. They was letting me know, like, they like, you thought you was gonna come to Oklahoma City and go see NBA YoungBoy concert. You thought wrong, buddy. You gonna fuck you up. Like, we on your ass. You thought you was coming to see YB? You thought you was coming to see YoungBoy? Nah, you thought wrong. So they got their little lick in them. Cause I swear, Chad, if I've been going to the Taylor Swift concert, I've been going to the Adele concert, if I've been going to the Bruno Mars, I've been going to the, I can't even think of nobody, if I've been going to the Animal concert, you think they would beat my ass like that? Hell no. They would have snatched me out the car and beat me like that. But see, this is a real life lesson on chat for the kids watching this. Now, you got two police beating your ass, you do not resist. I didn't resist them. I took the ass whooping. I let them beat me. You know what I'm saying? I let them dominate me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't resist. I didn't fight back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't curse them or nothing. I just let them get away with it. I just let them beat me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything. I didn't resist. Like, yo, you broke that. You broke the tail. Yeah. I let them police have their way with me.
Man, talk to the people, dog. Yeah, man, go ahead and talk to the people, man.
Everybody watching. Hey, I be seeing what's going on. I be looking on it. Ain't no live stream without the chat.
Ain't no live stream without the chat. Niggas sitting and don't know, making our pockets fat. These niggas scared, pussy. I call them cat,
But they really some rats.
doing all that motherfucking telling. Shut the fuck up, ho. Doing all that motherfucking yelling.
Big booty Judy.
Big ass look like a melon. Know a bad bitch mixed with white and black. Her name Helen.
She ate my kids. But I ain't got no Coco Melon.
Okay. Dumb bitch. You buying all the drinks I be telling.
She wants Chanel. She free.
What is faster, sound or light? Question is good.
Sound. And
think so?
That's what yours is. That sound was moving. Let's see. I think sound, bro. That was fast as fuck, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That light was kind of moving, though.
Now, that time that light was moving, let's do 1-1 then. 1-1.
You said sound was faster, though.
The first time. The second time, it was kind of like, it was kind of closer. Sound, bro. Sound, bro.
Oh, let me get that. Sorry.
Light might have got you.
Light might have got you. Yeah.
About a little bit. Yo, that was the top 2. That was the top, bro. Yeah, it's good.
I could hear my voice getting there before the light hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, Steph, can you bail us out again with a 3?
Sure, I'll have my 70th 3 of the night.
Hey, Dad, watch this.
Oh, don't hold back, LeSean. I'm watching.
They can't guard me, Dad.
Oh, goodness. Oh, this is the proudest moment of my life. Listen to me. It's the
No worries.
Let's go.
Hey, Kyle, are you good? Y'all not ready for this one? Light 'em up, shooter. Oh, goodness.
That's a bad shot.
Man, no one tell me I have to face Michael Jordan.
Uh-oh. I think Los Angeles needs me. Yo, Infinity. Hey,
Are you okay, Dad?
oh, no. Oh, hey, Kawhi.
Yo, Bam, what are you doing?
Oh, this is Kevin Durant. So bad.
Throw it up, Bo. I'm gonna catch it like a football.
Did someone say football?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna pass it. Don't sell my clip. You mean my clip. Bro, what?
I go through basketball? Oh, that's hurt. Oh, Kevin Durant.
Nope, so you can get these all at Walmart? Or they're like just props.
So I had sent my husband a text one day just trying to be cute and make sure he actually read it. I said, honey, make sure you don't forget to buy bread on your way home from work. And your girlfriend Valerie said hi. So a few seconds later, he texted me back and said, who is Valerie? And I'm just sitting there smiling, thinking I'm smart. And then I said, oh, nobody, honey. I just wanted to make sure you answered me, so I knew you saw my text. Then this man had the nerve to say, but I'm with Valerie right now. I thought you saw us. And I'm sitting there like, hold up. Then I texted him back and said, where are you? He said, me and Valerie was walking near the bakery. At that point, I was already grabbing my keys because clearly somebody was about to get caught. And I said, wait, I'm coming right now. So I pulled up to the bakery looking around like I was in a whole investigation. Then I sent him a text and said, I'm at the bakery. Where are you? And this man texted me back and said, I was never at the bakery. You don't know who Valerie is. I'm at her. But now that you're at the bakery, you buy the bread. So I had sent my husband a text one day just trying to be cute and make sure he actually read it. I said, honey, make sure you don't forget to buy bread on your way home from work. And your girlfriend Valerie said, So a few seconds later, he texted me back and said, who is Valerie? And I'm just sitting there smiling, thinking I'm smart. And then I said, oh, nobody, honey. I just wanted to make sure you answered me, so I knew you saw my text. Then this man had the nerve to say, but I'm with Valerie right now. I thought you saw us.
It's a spot near Florida. And you see, Russians don't understand that one Floridian is equal to about 1,000 Russians. Everybody in Florida is a crash out. Not only does it have good food and fast-ass cars, but everybody down there, listen to what I'm telling y'all. Anybody that can turn an alligator or a crocodile to a pair of brand new shoes, a $1,000 purse, that ain't somebody you want to be messing with. Oh, beat your ass into 34 pieces of bubble gum. Bro, look at this. They begging for this. People not to shoot at the damn submarine. Like, I kid you not, this look like a scene out of a Fast and Furious movie. I give you till about maybe next Thursday for somebody hijacks the sub, go a Hellcat supercharged 6.2 with a 4.5 liter wimple in this thing, and take it for a ride.
Sorry. Did y'all see what that white granny said about black people at the No Kings rally? Watch this.
Seems like there's a lack of diversity here today. That it's mostly people who look like you and I, and it is.
black people, for people of color to get out on the street or risk when they do that. If anybody's going to get arrested here, it's going to be a black person. It is not safe for them. They don't need to participate. We need to walk in their name.
Okay. Okay.
Right. He said, look here, Nate. Leave black folks alone. They do not need to be out here in the streets.
All Destination Smokehouse had to do was treat up the right way. Now he making
Only half this wing is chicken? Wingstop is facing scrutiny after their boneless wings were revealed at as little as 58% meat.
This breath.
This shit gotta be everything. Hey, man, that shit, there gets some more, goddamn. That's how we get the yum yum sauce. Yeah, all this shit, I said yum yum sauce, and that burrito shit. Good about this shit. Hey, burrito, man. Man, I used to let everybody into the world, goddamn. Hey, guys, let me. It is shit. Big fight. Hey, guys. I already know. This shit. Yeah. Yo, let me try that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, can I get a rated plus?
Why does that one family member who are full nobody rate you so much? Why you keep saying they think they better than everybody when they never said it out their own mouth? You see them, they don't do drugs, they don't do the trauma, they ain't caught up in the gossip. They went built a life, got a career, raising their kids right, got a husband or a wife. See the pictures, photos, videos. They peaceful, they doing good the right way. So why does that bother you so much? I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't because they think they better than you. It's because you think that they better than you. And instead of dealing with that, you call it arrogance. See, they discipline exposes your excuses. They came from the same place you came from, same family, same dysfunction, same environment, but they just chose different. So every excuse that you make don't hit the same no more because they prove that you can get up off the drugs. You can leave that environment and that you can actually do well, but instead of getting inspired, you gossip.
The people who don't have no social media platforms are in peace in life and are not plugged into the matrix.
So social media is the matrix.
It's the matrix.
So you tell me they were making social media?
Yeah. Go watch social media. They begged our government to put limits on it. So what our government did just took control of it.
And now they control everything, like the narratives.
So homie, this is interesting. So listen, homie, if you decide that you don't want to get on social media anymore, if you don't delete the app, if you don't log out, if you don't deactivate it, they'll make you pick it back up because you long for the social interaction, right? You long for the notification ding. Yeah, ding. That's like a dog hearing a bell every time he gets excited. Nigga, your mind literally salivates when you get a notification. Don't let it be a girl you like. Nigga, they can make y'all meet up in real life. Literally. Yeah. But we have an overseer. And our overseer says, God damn it, Charleston hasn't been logging on social media in a while. He said, you gotta watch social media. Okay. That girl you secretly have a crush on? Yeah. That you watch at night? They know you watch them. They know how long you've been looking. They'll make her start looking at your social media platform. And they'll make her like something you posted a long time ago. When you look and see she's like that notification, you're trying to stay on here. You'll log back on because they know you like her. At some point, they'll create, they can make her. What the fuck? The people who don't.
And you don't be scared to get to the money at all times. I want this
Getting at is an app.
I don't know why this is showing up on your...
We'll take out the big too long. Big too long. You don't want to run a subscription. 3 months subscription. Motherfuckers to get out of your life. It's 3 months. Big thing. You don't want to in your life. Big 90 days. With no motherfucker. They ass no. Always
these two guys, let's see, ain't too many of those motherfuckers. They gonna show you, they now you want to down, boom, you go there, they give you a good time to get you trying to get up for the 6 months.
All these Spider-Man games. All right, congrats on those orders.
Black people, look what y'all did to Destination Smokehouse. Please, companies cannot beef with black people. Look what y'all did to this damn company.
You don't want it to fall off the bone. You don't really want a full pork bite of this. You want to taste something where there's more pork flavor, more integrity left in the meat. But look at that bark. Look at that shining, glistening. Let me do a bite. That's what we call perfect bite through. See how there's no meat left on the bone where I bit, but it's still hanging on? Look at this. See how clean that is?
Yeah, it's
What's one thing that you're tired of people doing?
I gotta be with these motherfuckers that go on that check every day. I don't want to mess with y'all. You ain't no security guard. You ain't no police. You just a motherfucker that's trying to make sure that I ain't out here keeping my business. They don't want mind they motherfucking business. No, I didn't scan this because I scanned other shit. I scanned other shit. I scanned this. This costs a little bit more, so I didn't scan that. Mind your business. Like, alright, if you see I ain't scanning it, fuck it, you got Mr. Walmart or Miss Walmart, like, this ain't this all. This ain't all. I'm tired of it. I hate them. That's why they never gave me the job. I always wanted to work there.
So you got some internal beef?
What's
And your box itches out of
Blue Face? Say he bought. You want to buy Blue Face? I'll get you out of there, old Joe.
Hey, huh?
Blue Face, he'll get you out of there.
And honey blood. Straight to his ass. What is she? And you think you're the right thing? Yeah. Let me tell you something. She had to take all the apps off his phone, and she got to delete his Instagram. So he probably don't even know what's being said about him on Instagram right now. Yeah, you smile. Yeah. And that's how you do now. We ain't seen it work out, no YuGiOh. No motherfucking way. We ain't seen it going no that leg shit to make it. That's a medication. Dressed up like a Ken doll. That ain't the real Gucci. Gucci ain't never been in this.
So it's not going to be any worse?
What kind of salary do you expect? He's actually talking with him. He's following him around.
pointing to the crowd. Look at that. He's pointing to the people in the crowd. Talking about, look at this MFO right here. Look at him. This is the dude. Let's pause the video. This is the dude that was unguardable at 15. Let's keep playing the video. This is 440. Flash talking. Mellow over there, love it. Fast forward a little bit. Okay. We're at the 411 mark. Picking him up again. Full court. Full court. Calls another pick. Can't really set the pick. Screen. Boom. Kobe recovers. Back on his man. LeBron gets off the ball. Speed Wade. Tries to do something. Melo tips it in. Tip it. Okay, let's go to the 255 mark. We're picking up LeBron. Full court again. Full court press on. LeBron trying to shake him. Get into his bag. This non-existent bag. Tries to move the screen. Boom. Block the shot. Block this shot. This is the unguardable LeBron James. Block this shot. And not only did he block his shot, look at this. He's talking trash. Look at this. Look at this. Pause the video. If I get this MF off the court, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a 34-year-old Kobe. Basically punking the hell out of LeBron James. We'll sit that, you know what, down. Let's get the replay. Look at that. Look at that. He beats him. Boom. Blocks the hell out of that shot. Look at LeBron. He's on the look for 5 again. Look at that. KD gets it done. Let's move forward. Let's go to pick him up again. 230 mark. Picks him up. Passes it off. Kobe followed him all over the court. LeBron can't score. He's not even looking to try to score. Melo gets the foul. Next play. Kobe picking him up. Full court. Tries to beat the trap. Boom. Turns the ball over. Another turnover. Blake Griffin dunk off the backboard. LeBron goes to get the ball again. 47 seconds left in the game. Look at him. Kobe is destroying it. They tap him. Kobe. Guard him all the way up the court. All the way up the court. Blocks his shot out of bounds. Out of bounds. LeBron over here gets humiliated. Humiliated. Do this again. Inbounds the ball again. Tries to post Kobe. And I think he's going to call a foul over here. This left tries to get that foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. Kobe just trying to embarrass him. It's a freight train. Block. Get that. So yeah, this is the unguardable LeBron James. Unguardable. Shooting down LeBron. Picking him up half court, picking him up full court, fighting over screens, blocking the shot.
Man, this is why I don't date Hispanic females. I came to this Mexican restaurant to meet her parents. Her parents didn't expect me to understand Spanish because I'm not Mexican. But I'm gonna let you in on the secret. I do not. Hey, all bullshit aside, we really don't know our parents though. You trying to run this shit? Yeah, you're not looking like that. Or yeah, I had a life before you was even born. Oh yeah, I brought you into this world to take you. I need y'all to start taking that a little bit more serious because I need y'all to realize you really don't know your fucking parents. Y'all just know the man and the woman who decided to have a child one day and play the active role of parents. You don't know them motherfuckers. They know you. They know your ass. You don't know them. There was a whole fucking entire different lifestyle before they even conceptualize your ass. To take that shit a little more serious. Because I'm telling you, bro, some of y'all parents is really on some active shit. And they cool now because they became parents and they settled down. So they're like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that no more because I got shit to lose now. I got a family to lose now. But bro, when some of y'all parents be like, oh yeah, bro, you into this world, I can take you out. Bro, y'all gotta start fucking believing that shit.
It's like how we down when the clouds float.
Hold on, and did somebody say the cloud was 1,000 pounds?
$1 million
£1 million pounds.
And we only weigh like one.
That's a good question, B-Lou, because if there's a gravitational pull on Earth and the cloud is 1 million pounds, why the fuck is it floating, B-Lou?
See, talk to me.
Why the fuck is it floating, B-Lou?
I'm trying to figure it out, bro. Like that's literally, bro. I don't understand. Like how we down, but the clouds float. That's like,
hold on, and did somebody say the cloud was 1,000 pounds?
$1 million.
$1 million pounds.
And I only weigh like one.
That's a good question, B-Lou, because if there's a gravitational pull on Earth and the cloud is 1 million pounds.
You really believe that in 1969, when television was still in black and white, and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, And most new cars sold, they didn't even have power windows and fucking air conditioning.
Y'all talking about a possible military draft. Do y'all know that this generation is openly and willingly to volunteer for jail before joining the armed services? This generation will tell you straight up, I will go to prison before they go to goddamn the military, bro. Like, this generation's not gonna join no draft. I ain't joining prison. They got cell phones. They got cell phones. They got the gym. They be having a blast sometimes. Boy, I be looking at their TikToks like, why am I watching them on TikTok? Nigga, you're not supposed to be seeing shit. You're not even supposed to know TikTok exists. And you talking about something. Oh, there's gonna be a military draft. Ain't nobody.
What was the first language ever spoken?
Question. Chinese.
What made you go with that?
Oh, just off the that China was the first wasn't it the first place on Earth, and they made in China too. Yeah, ain't that one day ahead of us right now? China. They in the future. If they in the future, if they was like a day ahead of us,
Yeah, I'm on some book shit.
like made in China. This computer we streaming on was made in China. This camera we looking at was made in China. These clothes we got on was made in China. So it's like they was the first one. So they can make it too. But not big stuff. But that's why I cheap them, because they was there first. Well was there first, so it's gonna be cheap.
Yeah, dude got a point. Dude got a point. Dude got a point.
What was the first language ever spoken?
Chinese.
I couldn't be Batman. I'm a real threat. I fuck around, found out my bitch cheating, I call her up. Who think you sucking? Oh hell, I'm on the way. I'm pulling up. Fell out the truck.
Hey, would you eat a monkey?
Fuck no. Would you?
I'm saying if it was marketed right to you, like, would you?
Fuck no.
Would you eat baboon ass?
Fuck no.
I feel like with the right marketing, like, he could sell that some baboon ass.
Bro, for $45.99. Like, you apply this shit. Mac and cheese, yams, and greens.
Bambooty.
Nah, bambooty. You gotta market exclusive. Like, this that bambooty. Only the hot people. I didn't see red.
They call each other
What's up, dude? And
Even if
new
it costs you everything.
Ricky and Duel
Now it's your
Master,
turn. Get off your
please
damn
give
phone.
me some
Get out of your
advice
head.
to make
Go
a
suffer.
meta
Go
deck.
train. Go face the parts of you that are still weak. No more running. No more blaming.
If you want to make a meta deck, you don't want to go with an anime-based deck. You actually want to go with a hype deck. You want to like this shit here when I'm playing against. Or I can show you.
Like you and like what you do, they can never fully grasp the depth of who you really are, and that's intentional. God put you here to be inspirational. God put you here to be a mirror. God put you here to just use your gifts and do His will. He did not put you here so people can understand you. People are not really going to understand you, and the people who do understand you are very, very rare, because you are very rare. You're not like everybody else. And this is not something that you have forced. This is not something that you ask for. This is not something that you do intentionally. That is just what you are. You are not somebody who can easily be found just walking down the street. People don't just run into somebody like you. That just doesn't happen. And I feel like your energy can speak for itself. This is not something that I really need to get on here and say. I'm really just getting on here to say for the people that it's for, just as a confirmation and just as some encouragement, but your energy speaks for itself. You don't have to get on the internet and brag and boast about how different you are, how exceptional you are. Your energy speaks for itself. Even if people have, over time, tried to downplay who you are, downplay your energy, downplay your gifts, because you made them feel small, they recognize that you had a very kind heart, they recognize your humbleness, your meekness, they recognize that, so they played on that. They said, okay, this person does not understand their worth and their power and how they make people feel, then I'm going to play on that. I'm going to intentionally make this person feel small. I'm going to intentionally go out of my way to make sure this person never recognizes their power. And then one day you woke up and you recognized it. And that person or those people had no choice but to give you your tenders, that period, give you your flowers, or bow gracefully. And I want you to understand that when you walk through this life feeling misunderstood, see that as something that is an honor. Because that literally means that you are not like the rest of these peons, okay? You are not like the rest of this world. You're not a sheep. You're not a lamb. You're a lion. So recognize that. Recognize that it's an honor to be misunderstood. When people misunderstand me, now that excites me. As a child, that worried me, but as a grown adult, that excites me, because that means I'm playing it safe. That means that I'm a rare breed. That means that you're not going to come across me. That means that I'm the first of my kind. That means that you've never seen nothing like me before. So it makes me so happy when people twist their face up and they're like, what? That makes me so happy, and I want people to understand that, especially to my creatives, my creators, my people who are gifted, and you're multi-talented, you're multifaceted. When people don't understand what you are creating and what you're building, that's a good thing, honey. That's a good thing. That doesn't mean that God is not going to send people to support you. That doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. That means that you are doing something right, and you have set yourself apart in such a way that you're like a unicorn. Like, where did he come from? Where did she come from? She is saying things and he's doing things that I've never seen before. Good. That means you're not thinking small. You're thinking big, and you're choosing not to play it safe. And honestly, I can't even say that you're choosing. You're just being. You're just simply being. You just simply being is like an anomaly. You simply being is the rare thing. You don't have to try hard. You don't have to do too much. All you have to do is be who God called you to be. God will bring the people who understand you and are into what you do and into what you create and want to invest in what you create. Keep doing that, okay? The reason that people don't break up with sodas real.
Let me say this real clear. I know this might make somebody uncomfortable, but it is what it is. But you gotta let people be who they are. Because I'm definitely going to be who I am. I'm not here to convince anyone of my heart. I'm not here to explain my intentions. I'm not here to water myself down so that I'm easier to digest. Some people are already decided you are. No matter what you do. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, you are already in a box. So stop performing for approval that you're never going to get. And here's the truth. People who misunderstand you on purpose, they benefit from keeping you confused. They don't want clarity, they want control. And the moment you stop explaining is the moment they lose their power over you. There's a quote that says this: never wrestle with a pig. Both get dirty, and the pig likes it. So in other words, that means stop arguing with people who thrive on chaos. Let them think what they want to think. Let them tell their version. Let them stay where they are. Peace doesn't ask for permission, and peace does not require an agreement. I know who I am, because I am. And I'm not a fool for standing in. Let me say this real clear.
Some people pretend not to understand you. Not because the message was unclear, because understanding it would create responsibility. If they admit they understand, they have to respond. They have to act. They have to take a position. So the easiest move becomes confusion. What do you mean? I don't get it. Can you explain again? Some people don't let them understand. They delay it. If you request the path, follow. Some people pretend not to understand. The message was unclear.
Like the biggest disconnect between them is not understanding each other for what we are, instead of trying to make us what we want each other to be. If we are trying to get off the Bible, our straight me down the street.
I genuinely, right? I stopped giving a fuck about being understood. Most people, they only gonna ever understand you at the level of their comprehension. And guess what? That's cool. I'm not trying to connect you. You see my perspective. I'm gonna hear me out. Y'all keep hurting yourself and you should. They keep stepping on yours. Sometimes, bro, the reason they're not listening when you talk is because they're not even supposed to be talking to you. Everybody, you're not meant to understand your journey. You lost yourself. Other people come forward who you are. I genuinely, right? I stopped giving a fuck about being understood. People, they only gonna ever understand you at the level of their comprehension. And guess what? That's cool. I'm not trying to connect you to see my perspective. I'm gonna connect you.
What people have to understand about you is that you're just built different. You're cut from a different cloth. And if they were in your shoes, they would have been folded a long time ago. What people have to understand about you is that people don't understand you, right?
They think they know you, but all they see is the surface, just the highlights, never the whole story. They don't see the battles you're fighting, the thoughts that keep you up at night. And it's frustrating, isn't it? Feeling invisible in a world that's always looking but rarely seeing. But here's the truth. Being misunderstood isn't a reflection of you. It's a limitation of others. Like people will take the time to see you for who you are, not who they assume you to be. Till then, don't dim your light for those who refuse to see. Depth is a gift. Once who people don't understand you, right? They think they know you, but all they see is the surface, just the highlights, never the whole story. They don't see the battles you're fighting, the thoughts that keep you up at night. And it's frustrating, isn't it? Feeling invisible in a world that's always looking but rarely seeing. But here's the truth. Being misunderstood isn't a reflection of
listen, bro, being somebody that does the same fucking vision that you have will ruin your whole fucking life. And the reason why I say this is you have to understand people are going to see the same thing that you see, that they don't experience. So if a person doesn't experience or hasn't experienced what you're pretty fucking side of the spectrum. And that is where arguing and conflict and jealousy. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are jealous of things that they never experienced. They're going to be jealous because they never experienced. So deep inside, going to what you got going on, fucking way to make it self-centered around them.
Yeah.
So that you can get out of your comfort and make you feel important. I've always understood where other people was coming from, but a lot of people just don't seem to understand where I'm coming from. And I have to understand that no matter how much you try to get people to understand, they just simply aren't going to understand. And at the end of the day, it's going to leave you fucked up at the end. So, what's best for you? If you feel like that's best for you, go ahead. If they want to keep it a program, then program. If not, fine. Listen, bro, being somebody that does not have the same fucking vision that you have, someone intentionally misunderstanding you. I saw someone intentionally misunderstanding you so they confuse you, so they become frustrated and react to them and they point at you and say, look at you. It's a form of reactiveness. It's a form of gaslighting. You see, your reaction to intentional disrespect, you see, your reaction to torture against you is reactiveness, and normal reaction to an abnormal
You might
environment
get sent to the shadows this duel.
Okay, so understand that we've got to stop crazy training for ourselves because they already know we're right. They just want us to go crazy trying to prove it so they can point at us and say, you are a narcissist. Look at this. Look at the traits of narcissism we follow because we're becoming reactionary. Want them to see us because we believe, or I believe, that if I can say the right words in the right tone at the right time, they would finally hear me and we would grow together. Not because I want to be right, but I wanted to get it right. To get it right means collaborate, to come together. And they don't want anything to do with that. Because if they were to collaborate with you, they would have to take accountability for their shit. They are. That. And change. And security will always make it simple. So if this seems helpful, my name is Dylan. I saw a post that said, constantly misunderstand. Constantly take things the wrong way.
Oh, you about to roll up.
I'll see it again. A person constantly takes what you say the wrong way to the point that it seems intentional. It is. And they do not like it. Stop trying to be friendly with these motherfuckers. Feel like you always gotta walk on eggshells with conversations and shit. I know a motherfucker like that. It's just very, very passive aggressive, very, very angry and hard. And they act like they like me in the beginning. And if they ask me to be a part of their podcast, ask me to be a part of their shit after knowing me for just a couple of months. But after really getting to know me and seeing that I walk like I talk, that I don't need to be like, that I don't need to be cool. Motherfucker, I don't need to be like friendly with a motherfucker. They started to do and say little passive aggressive weird ass shit that made me know, hey, you don't fuck with me. To me, you're gonna figure it out. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you either. I'm tired of trying to be friendly with you. You gotta free yourself. Alright? People who constantly misunderstand what you say, they're doing it intentionally.
We're reporting $40,000 monthly at our debt. It still doesn't feel like enough. Right now,
you may not like this, but here's my stance in 2026. Let them be disappointed. Let them misunderstand you. Let them walk away from you. Let them talk about you. Let them play games if they choose to. Your obedience to God is not up for negotiation. And for people who are going to be judgmental and say, why are you giving up? I am not giving up. I'm growing up. And sometimes the most faithful thing you can do is simply let them. You may not like this, but here's my stance in 2026. Let them be disappointed. misunderstanding.
It's a hurt feeling.
I guess I'm gonna say
It's a hurt feeling when you go from people that you follow out. It's a hurt feeling when you go around society, when you speak, nobody really understands you. They focus on social media. That's a hurt feeling. It's a hurt feeling when you go around from people that you follow out. It's a hurt feeling when you go around society.
According to psychology, people who are feeling misunderstood become experts at reading others. They had to when no one understood their emotions. They started studying everyone else's. They noticed tone shifts, energy changes, the slight pause before someone lies. They could walk into a room and instantly feel who's upset, who's making a smile, who doesn't belong. But here's the irony. They understand everyone and still feel like no one understands them. According to psychology,
you know, I realize lonely ain't just being feeling. You know, I realize lonely ain't just being feeling like you by yourself or alone. Lonely can also be like you being around other motherfuckers, but nobody fucking understand you, or nobody really hearing what you're saying, or nobody really appreciating your presence or your time, or you just looking out for them or showing your hand a certain way, and nobody really appreciate that. That can feel lonely. You know what I'm saying? You can be having a room full of motherfuckers. Feel like the only one in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that got your back, and you know what I'm saying, that really cares about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you alone, you don't mean you only lonely. You know what I'm saying? Being alone makes me better for you than if you don't have a motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you. You know, I realize lonely ain't just being feeling like you by yourself or alone. Lonely can also...
Something else you want to tell me? You have got to open up at some point. I don't know what else to tell you. I need to understand what is going on.
So I'm saying, Story, you trying to feel sorry for me? I don't want to feel sorry for you. I want to understand you. I want to know what's going on. You can talk. I need to know about anything. Did you forget it? It's not a leave it. Let it ride. I'm talking about that shit on. Something else you say.
I think the hardest thing I've had to learn is that not everyone will understand you, and that has to be okay. It's not a failure to let them misunderstand. You could explain your heart 1,000 different ways, and some people would still only hear the echo of their own opinions. If you speak, you're too much. If you're quiet, you're distant. If you set boundaries, you're selfish. But if you don't, you're pushy. If you succeed, you've changed. If you struggle, you're not doing enough. So in a world where you'll always be judged, peace comes from knowing that their version of you doesn't have to match them. Let them misunderstand. Do what you love. Follow what makes you feel alive. Dream wildly, even if no one else believes it's possible. Because to chase what calls your soul is not guaranteed. It's a rare privilege. I think the hardest...
It's just frustrating sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when you feel like, maybe, you know, it's not that I don't understand people, it's you don't understand me, so it's like, it make you like, step back and like, damn, you know what I'm saying, out of all these problems, my problem is them. It's just frustrating sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when you feel like, maybe, you know, it's not that I don't understand people, it's you don't understand me, so it's like, it make you like...
This is why I find the world so unbearable right now, because sometimes you're just trying to be open with someone, and they want to correct you, like, immediately. They're trying to, like, teach you, and it's like, do you not think I already have that perspective? Of course I do. Like, I'm sharing this with you because I'm trying to bond. But people are always, like, seeking their thoughts, and it's so annoying. It's like, yo, back it up. We have to stop underestimating each other's intelligence. I think it's so important because some people treat you like you're still in high school. In that moment, they just reveal that they underestimate your intelligence. Have they not? So you have to stop being around people who underestimate your intelligence. You have to stop being around them. When they find their way, they will stop doing that to you. When they find their way, they will stop sinking their claws at you. They'll understand where you already are. And I find it tiring to always tell people, hey, I'm already there. Because I've said that to people. I'm good. I'm already there. I'm just trying to connect with you. Even that takes energy. So at some point, we got to log out of that game and love yourself enough to say, I don't want to have to explain where I'm at. I just want to be with people who get it. They're there. This is why I find the world so unbearable right now, because sometimes you're just trying to be open with someone.
They don't understand the frustration and trauma they can be dealing with. Just having a smile like everything hates you. Like, you don't understand. Like, they don't understand the frustration and trauma they can be dealing with.
You will never be at peace. You are driven by the understood. It just does not work like that. And the greatest prison that you can build for yourself is one that is built on the need to be understood. And sometimes in life, it's not that people don't understand you. Sometimes it's just that they don't want to. And sometimes people are so stuck in their life that they will never handle what you have wrong. They will never understand you. So for that matter, accept yourself, love yourself. As long as you understand what you got going on in your here, you're going to get all right. You will never be at peace. You are driven by the understood. It just does not work like that.
If you're always the option and never the choice, it's because your emotional wound is developed. Do you know why you're never chosen? You do everything right. You show up, you support, you give more than you have, and still, you're no one's priority. Not in love, not in friendship, not in your family. You're always the one who waits, the one who understands, the one who adapts, the one who's left for later. And at some point, you stop asking what you're doing wrong and start wondering what's wrong with you. But it's not that you're not enough. It's that you learned very early on that love had to be earned. Maybe you were the strong one, the mature one, the one who didn't cause problems, and your heart learned something dangerous. If I don't try harder, I won't be chosen. That's why you overgive and accept crumbs, believing that one day someone will finally see your worth. But the real issue isn't that others don't choose you. It's that you learned not to choose yourself. Healing means stopping the competition for love, because when you choose yourself, everything begins to change. If this resonated with you and you're ready to start healing, go download.
They don't understand. They can't understand. They won't understand. A lot of people misunderstand you. They from the outside looking in, you should do this and what you know. That you should have went a different way about it, or you should take different approaches about it. And little do they know that you're doing the best that you can do. But a lot of people are thinking that you're playing and that you can do it. And little do they know that you give it all that you got. Little do they know about the times that you almost don't take your way. Little do they know all the times that you thought about giving up. Little do they know about all the times when you know you were not worthy and you wouldn't make it. You made it. You're doing it. You are walking into your greatness. People are always on to judge. People are always on to say what they should have, would have been in your situation. But guess what? Guess what? They're not you. They can't do what you do. They can't do what you do. So that's why it's not them. And what you're doing is what you made it. You're walking it out. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So what they counted you out, they can't count. So they look at me now. You are him. See what they're not impressed. You never get this up. At the end of the day, imagine you they don't understand how hard it is to keep a smile on your face. They don't understand how hard it is to keep loving your life. They don't understand.
If you've been waiting for to see a dermatologist,
The number one sign that someone actually doesn't like you is that they will intentionally misunderstand everything that you say. When it matters, when you're actually trying to communicate, to connect with them, they will put up barriers under the guise of not being able to see where you're coming from or understand the point of your perception. They will intentionally put up barriers to try to make you feel like what you're saying isn't valid or isn't of concern to them. When the truth is, they really know that you require more, and they just don't want to rise to the occasion of accountability and change. So it's easier for them to put up barriers and to push you out so that they don't have to do the actual work that it takes to be in a relationship with you. Anyone who would rather put up barriers instead of trying to put themselves in your shoes to see things from your perspective doesn't really value relationship with you, and they don't like you.
number one sign that someone actually doesn't.
A lot of people don't talk about this, but the most frustrating thing is for you to be an understanding ass person, but never understood. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing with this. And I stopped doing it simply because I always can understand with somebody. You feel like I give people the benefit of the doubt because I'm so understanding. I understand why you did that. Oh, I understand why you moving like that. Like, I understand. But motherfuckers can't understand shit when it comes to you. Feel me? When it comes to you, it's never, nothing is understood. They can't understand shit when it comes to you. But you being so damn understood, that's why I stopped. I can't do it. Hell no, I ain't understanding shit. What? First time I'm buying out of there. I'm done understanding folks. You feel what I'm saying? I'm done, because motherfuckers can't understand shit when it comes to you. No, this shit draining as fuck. And one side is than a bitch. I'm good. Fuck, I ain't gonna keep doing that. Please, I ain't even know. A lot of people don't talk about this, but the most fuck.
God gave us tears to handle trouble. But people who don't understand your tears will always judge your tears. Because critics of the church are always looking at us saying they cry every Sunday. All they do is cry. Yes, you're right, but you don't understand how much hell I've been through. You don't know how many times I thought about taking my own life. You don't know how many times I almost gave up. So excuse me if my tears offend you. I'm just trying to wash away some stuff that drugs can't get rid of. I'm just trying to wash away some stuff. Because if I don't cry, I'm going to try something else. If I don't cry, I'm going to hurt somebody. If I don't cry, I'm going to do something that I'm going to regret. So God gave me this mechanism to get this trauma up off of me. And you can judge my tears all you want. But my response to you is, you don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. You don't know what I had to go through to get here. I might cry again today because you have no idea what I have gone through to get to this place. I might cry today, but it's not because I'm weak. It's because I'm in transition. It's not because I need your sympathy. It's because this is my last time crying about it. It's not because I need your attention. It's actually because I'm going to give myself some attention finally, and I'm going to deliver myself because I've been waiting on somebody else to do it, and nobody came to get me, so I came to do it myself.
God gave me.
I never been approved for afterpay. I don't know what it is. If the never some story, then the sign that they wonder is exactly how they feel about you. Never explain myself or already dedicated to misunderstanding me. If they never
falling in love and trusting somebody not to break your heart, it's like falling in love and trusting somebody not to break your heart. It's like me giving somebody my gun and trusting them not to shoot. We've built some type of rapport that make me trust you to give you my gun. Yeah. Right? And I'm giving it to you because I think you're going to protect me. I'm giving it to you because I think that I can count on you, that I can rely on you, and this is a safe space. I give you my gun, you turn around and shoot me with the motherfucker, right? You completely violated my trust. Completely. You lucky if I ever let you come back around me at all. But you damn sure ain't getting this gun back. Like, not no time.
You focused on yourself, bro, and you grinded and you pushing down. People are see that as you switching up. You fake. You feel like you don't run no more. You don't want to hang out no more. You don't step outside no more. You're real ones don't understand. People who chasing what you chasing, they gonna understand it. They're gonna understand why you out the way. But when you focused on yourself, bro, and you grinded and you pushing together, I stay away from people. Keep my circle small. I love everybody, but people don't understand. So once I figured that out, I just stay away from people. And that just helped me stay sane, because I'm a carer, and I just try not to care. But if I'm around you, like, I can't be around you and watch you go through something and not feel it. I stay away from people.
Yo, fam, stop assuming people understand everything you do. A lot of us are quick to judge when someone else doesn't understand something we do. It could be as simple as doing laundry. We all have different experiences in life that change our perspectives. A lot of what you know and have experienced, another person may not know and have experienced. Then there will be things that you both understand and have experienced. There are also things in life both of you have neither experienced or understand. For laundry, maybe the other person has never done it in their life. They could have just moved out of their parents' home, and their mom or dad always did it for them. It doesn't mean they're dumb, they just never did it before. As a person, you may have experienced more heartbreak, had to work hard your whole life, and like to read lots of books. Others may have extremely loving parents who taught them what they know and never pushed them to work. Thinking someone else should understand everything you do is entitlement through experience. It is ego. I know it, so they should too. Letting go of that ego is asking, why don't they understand? Realizing this person isn't dumb. They may not have the experience or learn the same stuff as I have, so that you can seek to understand them and help each other see your perspectives. Maybe you'll find out they know something you don't know. Letting go of ego and seeking to understand allows both people to increase their awareness and to also connect better. Ego is simply thinking you are right and wanting to be right when that doesn't matter. Understanding is, watch my YouTube for more one-on-one calls of the file, drizzle.
One of the craziest manipulation tactics I've ever seen happen in
Yo, fam, stop assuming people understand everything you do. A lot of
I think is a social of the devil. Beware of false prophets. See club like what they worldly or ravenous wolves. Listen, everybody think a false prophet is a person or a man. He's talking about the whole community. He's talking about the church, right? Because you gotta be worried that because they all run around telling you look out, they're telling you to pray to go to heaven, but Jesus says look within, the kingdom of heaven is within. Right? They switch up all of you, right? Gospel. They switch them up and then they feed the people false. They just listen, and then they tell you this, right? Hold up, don't question God. You got to question the church, you better not ask it, because you can't question God. If you can't question God, then what kind of God is it? Right? What kind of God is it? I can't ask the question to. If you ask him that, he won't understand. So to answer your question, that Matthew verse, it means something he won't ever understand. Right? The church, false prophet, it's not one man, right? I think is a social of the devil. He connected to him, and they buddies, and he in love with Sophia, and I think Sophia done treat him real bad, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta watch that help because free. I think is a social.
Out of those 13, which one was life threatening?
The one in my face.
Then you got shot in the face too?
Yeah, right here.
What was that, like a 9mm?
Hell yeah. Hey, why that motherfucker put me down? You know how motherfucker hit you with a rock? Remember when we was little kids, motherfuckers throwing rocks at each other?
Yeah.
That's how that bitch felt when it hit me. That motherfucker hit me with a rock. I'm like, what the fuck? That's what J Man was talking about. When he grabbed a girl and used the ass as a human shield. That.
You just don't know me. At one point, I thought I was 40. I can't have no gun. Because if I already got a quick temper right now, so if I had a gun, you know, I'm upping that bitch for any reason. You can't look at me wrong and I got a gun, you gonna hurt this bitch. You can't say nothing wrong to me and I got a gun. Like, I feel like if I had a gun, I feel like that gun make me the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? I might be 5'9", but with my gun, I'm 7'3". You feel me? Niggas start talking different when they got a gun. You can't have no gun. Because if I already got a quick temper right now, so if I had
hit like that one time playing football, man, I know that shit had to affect me long term. Man, this motherfucker hit me so hard, they thought he was a good player. Man, this motherfucker hit me so hard. From the blind side, I was playing cornerback. I'll never forget this shit. I'm playing cornerback on this side. I seen the quarterback, like, he was looking, this motherfucker running up the side, like, so I'm breaking, I'm running over there. I'm looking at the quarterback. I don't see nothing but the quarterback. This motherfucker came back down the field. And as I'm running like this, the shit was so loud, everybody kind of like, all you heard, all of us heard was, and then it's like, I got hit from the blind side, and they just like, I got hit and hit the ground. So when the motherfucker hit me, I can just see I'm just falling back. And I'm looking like, and then I look, I'm like, that look like my goddamn shit.
splat. That motherfucker split. My coach looked at me so disappointed. I had a big ass clump of dirt on my head. Yeah. You okay? Oh, yeah, I'm straight. I'm trying to put shit back on. I got so much dirt and mud. And everything is that broken. When that first part was to get the damn I had to go get a new helmet for real.
I think everybody got a fucked up football.
My name is Sasuke. I'm just unhappy with everything.
Why are you unhappy? Big dog. What's up, nigga? Hey, man, I'm not happy to be. You heard some of y'all have some issues or whatever the case may be. You told me you got a big mother. I'm just being a boy with you. That's why I had to be in the background like that. Bro, I'm just doing it. That's what I'm telling you. You want to right, baby? Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why I'm really smart enough to listen, man. First of all, you want to hit back to me like that? That's how you get down? I don't even know. I'm trying to tell you. So what you trying to do? Come on, man. I'll let you try it, bro. Whatever, bro. It's whatever. That's what you trying to do, bro. You gotta leave right now. Hold up. It's gonna be a problem. What problem? Show me. It's gonna be a problem, dog. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Nigga, what's up? It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
I'm just unhappy with everything.
Why are you unhappy?
My job get me off this weekend. We want a little vacation.
A vacation?
I mean, I was thinking Jamaica.
You just paid rent?
I'm just using the current app and I can get a cash advance. Then when I get paid, I just pay it back. Go to Jamaica.
We never were taught social studies or history class that there were slave owners here in Jersey, and that New Jersey was the last northern state to abolish slavery. You know, when I think about that in its own aspect, and then you think about, you know, I do my best to tell, you know, my dad's generation, right? We're all part of the same generation, but my dad's generation, like 60 years ago wasn't that long ago. 1965, how was that? And then go 60 years prior to that, 1905, and then go 60 years prior to that. You know, you could imagine you could follow a trail of just indoctrination and brainwashing. You can follow the trail of, like, let's not tell these brown people that we enslaved them. And if you knew that, and if you're not part of the race, right? If you're not part of the black race, fine. But I'm saying you can inject yourself in this conversation with respect. It's just, I'm telling you this because there are a lot of people out here that have minds that are brainwashed and indoctrinated. In the internet, that's the negative side of it. A lot of history has been lost, and a lot of history has been covered up. A lot of history has been burned to the ground. We never were taught social studies or history class that there were slave owners here in Jersey, and that New Jersey was the last northern state to abolish slavery. You know, when I think about that in its own aspect, and then you think about, you know, I do my best to tell, you know, my dad's generation.
You think they're having a bad day, cuz? It's a nigga with the...
Have your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, you can just read my
whenever it's a duel, like they bring the third person along. That third person usually always just fuck every day go. But like ZS and D, that Mexican dude is, I don't remember his name, bro. Like you feel me? I ain't been tapped in. But that nigga is the perfect addition to the team, bro. That nigga fit in right with them niggas, bro. Them niggas got me dead, bro. I don't really be watching content like that, but like I watch ZS and D, you feel me? They one of the OGs and shit. I don't know what going on, goddamn. Last year and this year, these goddamn these streaming weird. Just like these new rappers, they gay. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like whenever it's a duel, and like they bring the third person along. That third person usually always just fuck every day go. But like ZS and D,
considering college, but
anger don't justify disrespect. Anger don't justify making your partner not feel safe. You know what I'm saying? We all know what that's like. We all been there. But love shouldn't be conditional when you're upset. Love shouldn't be conditional. When you're angry, you're frustrated, when you're stressed out, you should still find a way to love them enough to hear what they're saying because you love them. And just because you hear what they're saying don't mean that you lose your position or you just get rid of your perspective altogether. Nobody's ever all the way right and nobody's ever all the way wrong. And that is why it is us against the problem. It's not us against each other, it's us against the problem. Clearly there's a misunderstanding here. We fix that. How can we get to the other side? That should be the goal. You know what I mean? We should be oriented as a couple. What's the point of being a couple if we can't be friends first? If you can't be friends in your relationship, if you don't believe you have what you have, you take a time off. And you can't be friends with somebody you got to respect it, right? So you got to be able to respect and hear what your partner is saying. At least hear what they say. Still make your point and hold your position, but you do it in a way where once they feel like you're actually listening to them, they can start to feel safe. When you having these arguments, bro, safety is of the utmost importance, bro. That's what we try to cultivate. We're not trying to, it's not WWE, bro. This ain't UFC. I'm not trying to fight you and win the belt. Sometimes winning in an argument.
And then the only one like this when you ain't gonna betray and try to come around me like this. If I grew up with you and then we didn't come on like we start hanging around each other, but I'm still fuck with you. I don't care about you having no gun. You still a bitch. Niggas think just cause they got their gun nowadays that they forgot about the old days. Cause just cause you got a gun now,
you gotta stop getting mad at people for not acting the way that like you would. Because they're not you. They ain't been through what you've been through. They haven't learned what you learned that made you respond the way that you do. Right? So you expecting them to operate from a light that they never did. I'm not saying that you need to tolerate disrespect. I'm not saying that at all. You're allowed to take distance from anything you can't do like this.
Probably I got you on next one. No chasing right now. That's how it go. I'll run back to the next one. People dead ass genuinely forget who you is and you don't pop it as much as you used to. Just because you feel some other shit down. And that comes with age, right? And my main reason for doing that is because I ain't want you to have to be a victim of sexual assault, nigga. Yeah. You know? I don't gotta do that.
Snakes were smoking, coffee, lung disease. Okay, you have to care about. Understand? Okay, I got a little finale that fell out in the back. And really, becoming afterwards to non-killing activities that is causing you to stay. Oh my God. Okay? That's what's going to report. Get rid of the phone.
And next week, Mason, I get a copy of the New World Order every month. And I'm allowed to vote on the things I want to see change and the things I want to see stay the same. I'm about to tell y'all some stuff I'm not supposed to tell y'all, but it don't matter because y'all not going to believe me. All of our world leaders are real people.
You had a Dragon Ball scheme. That shit was top 5. But Vegeta gonna need some sensu beans when it's my trial. Watch this guy die. Bump 50 and slide by.
Leave a scarred face on his fake saying, now young child. Burst their shells. And phones will roll away, cause them androids ain't a perfect cell. I see the nigga stand over this Vegeta nigga. I hit the one in the middle of his forehead. Now you can see him, nigga. Alright, nigga. Oh, nah. So you want to saying from DBC? Well, today, Goku Black, and he is me. Aim the joint, laser point, how Frieza be. That's the final flash Vegeta see. And them 7 Dragon Balls is useless. So Piccolo, Mike, so all future. Only killing from Vegeta and all talk is stupid. My youngin' kick the door where you sleep at. Then update me about it after it happened. That's a recap. Hospital tubes down the airways. You breathe at. Your heart pacing, momentum monitor.
If you gonna go to work on the days you don't feel like it, you can leave your partner on the days you don't feel like it. No, flat out. Because if you can see work as a duty that you don't want to lose, then why shouldn't your partner be above that? And that's what's wrong with the modern day society. People are putting their careers above the family dynamic and wondering why the family dynamic is on shit. Because a motherfucker will show up to work on time on sick days. If they don't got no PTO, they not missing shit. They not coming to birthdays, graduations, Thanksgivings, Christmas, because they don't want to lose that shit that the job provides. But the foundation that's set at home when you leave that job, which is going to occupy more of your time, more of your life, and is way more secure and stable than the job that can replace you the moment that they feel like it. Motherfuckers act like they don't got the time for that. I don't got the energy for that. And I don't feel like that shit has to suffer. But if we dealing with partners that feel like, oh, I don't feel like having sex, or I don't feel like, then that's no different than when a nigga don't feel like talking. When a nigga don't feel like being bothered. When a nigga want to just go out with his friends, they don't feel like being around. Oh, now you hate me. You never loved me to begin with. Would it just ring even mean if you was going to put your friends first? Like, we got to start flipping the coin, understand that we are human as well. And it's like, just as well as the ladies have needs and have times when they're exhausted, men have needs, have time when we're exhausted. But even when we're exhausted, when it comes to a duty, a nigga going to show up. A nigga will show up not being appreciated. Niggas will feel like, this girl never told me thank you, and I paid these bills every fucking month. Kids don't even acknowledge the fact that they got on new shoes. The only thing they care about is the fact that I couldn't do this and couldn't do that. And even on the time that I do, it's still not going to be enough. Niggas going to deal with this shit day to day, week to week.
Yeah, so why are we the coin? That's
not flipping the coin would be when we start talking about extending grace and understanding and all everything. It's just like, all right, cool. This is where the situational awareness coming at. Like, all right, I don't feel like having sex tonight, but this nigga probably feel like going to work this morning. He still goes to work to make sure that I got a roof on my head. So let me empty it.
We keep.
If you gonna go to work on the days you don't feel like it, you can leave your partner on the days.
Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's just
somebody guilt tripped you into family is everything to take away your rights to set boundaries. The moment you stop tolerating their chaos is the moment they start to preach this phrase the loudest. As soon as you stop answering the phone for their drama, all of a sudden, family is everything. As soon as you don't show up to their little gossip sessions, here they go. You know, family is everything. As soon as you stop drinking, stop smoking, stop participating in all of the foolishness, now all of a sudden, family is everything. As soon as you get you a husband, you get a wife, you go build you a peaceful life, get your little family, you move out the hood, change up your environment. Now it's you moving too far away. You have to get you switching up on us now. Our crew, see, if family was really everything, they'd stop the gossip, they'll stop the backbite, they'll stop the drugs, the alcohol, they'll stop projecting trauma onto the next generation, they'll stop being jealous of their own people. They wouldn't make you the villain for breaking cycles that they refuse to break. But the truth is that whole family is everything phrase get used as a leash to keep you in dysfunction, a leash to keep you accessible, a leash to make sure you don't outgrow the environment. Because the moment you outgrow it, you expose what everybody else refused to fix. If family is everything, then becoming better should be celebrated, not criticized. If family is everything, then you should support that I have to protect the family that come from me and make them everything by cutting off all the toxic patterns and cycles that was practiced in my family. Because the most effective way to make your family everything is to stop participating in what destroys. Breaking the cycle is not betrayal, it's leadership. It should be celebrated by families. Somebody guilt tripped you into family is everything to take away your rights to set boundaries. The moment you stop tolerating their chaos, somebody is the moment.
All right, y'all, get ready with me. But today we're doing a little different. While we get ready, I'm taking you through.
Hey, let me tell you a quick scenario real quick. Imagine you a villain in R2, like you big time, like you number one. What you gotta
I think it's the bingo list or something like that. You know, one of the most wanted lists, though, right? And they like, we ain't finna send out. We ain't gonna send out. We ain't gonna send out no guineas, Jonies. We gonna send out Naruto and Sasuke. And Naruto and Sasuke decided to take a different path to find you, right? Who would you rather find you first? Naruto or Sasuke? I ain't gonna lie. You going Naruto. See, Naruto gonna put hands on you. He gonna whoop your ass. If he hit you hard enough, he probably go hospitalize you. Sasuke, he don't know. Little kitty. He was the worst of shit. You like catching black fire.
Like, I wouldn't give up smoking if I was broke. Hey, when broke niggas give up smoking. Like, bro, look 50 and was got you fucked up. That little Trey find the reason you broke, bro. Niggas be giving up weed when they broke. Like, you need to try to find up. You might motherfucking get some, I don't know. To make sure you can continue doing your homework. You need to like, I'm going to school today. You know what I'm saying? So you understand the money has to hit your head back. So you gotta know. It's smoke weed. Fuck you. It's going to hit your head. It's bro, with no shit. So they shut off with the same the fucking your success. Shit might stop, bro. It's like, what do you know? Smoke as much as a nigga like me. Like, what you think that ain't hurt your pocket, bro? That ain't the reason you fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got some niggas you really got money, but they always got enough money to take care of these pockets, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got the you understand, I gotta get some money. I gotta get some perks. It's like I'm crazy, bro, but I'm telling you, bro. You try to, like, I'm not saying that for other drugs, because I really don't. I don't do other drugs. I don't do perks. I don't do anything but X, and I don't even do X. I did X and wow. I did X one time last year with my brother from the about X every day. I did X once. It's the whole 2024. We got it yet, the whole 2025. Like, that shit is like, I don't shame that because it is drugs I still love. But I don't do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all them happy ass drugs, so I'm just speaking for weed, nigga. But that weed shit ain't hurt you, bro. Please stop blaming all your problems on weed, bro. You been still broke as hell since you started smoking weed, so now what the fuck you gonna do? You just so been broke. Like, I wouldn't give up smoking if
When the astronauts came back from the moon, why did they look so distraught? Why did Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, why did the rest of those astronauts look so distraught when they came back? Because I oftentimes hear about the theories about the moon landing. Do I believe we went to the moon? Yes.
What we saw on TV is not
what they showed us is not what they saw. Because, you know, there are whistleblowers who come out and they say, yeah, they got audio recordings of Neil Armstrong saying out his mouth. They're parked right there on the edge of the crater and they're watching them. When the astronauts came back from the moon,
your destiny is stop asking your family for money and just use Clio. They let you request a 20 to 200.
Saying slick stuff in your relationship is gonna get you slick results. So please don't act surprised. Throwing a rock and hiding your hand and thinking that you're not gonna get dealt with because of that. You can't do that. The power of life and death is in the tongue. If you're not speaking life, don't be surprised when you get that. Your tone is just as important as your words. I would actually argue that your tone might be more important than the words, because even if you're saying the right thing, but the tone is communicating something that the words is not. You get what I'm saying? Words saying one thing, tone saying another. And intuitively, as people, sometimes we don't hear the words. We get straight to the tone. You know, especially as men. We make that mistake all the time because we want our partner. It's like, don't you hear the words that are coming out my mouth? Don't you hear the accuracy in the words? No, she don't, because she like, okay, well, he's so angry, yelling at me. It's like, I don't feel safe. It's like, am I safe right now? Am I in danger? Like, that's what she's hearing. You know what I mean? If you want to increase your chances, and this is not me pandering, man. You know what I mean? I know that sometimes you might be in a relationship with your partner, and it might not be a good listener. You might have to repeat yourself several different times. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? But if you want to increase your chances of being understood, right? Because you want to be in the relationship, that's what you want, right? You have to make up your mind, because if that's not what you want, then you don't need to be there, right? You need to ABC your way out that situation. But if you want to be there, tone is very important. If you want your partner to feel safe or receive what you're trying to say, a lot of time you do be saying some real stuff. You're really on fire for real, really hitting your flow state, but because the tone is wrong, it can't be received.
You don't want to give your partner any reason.
Every single year, I have what I call family legacy meeting. I bring all my cousins, brothers, aunts, sisters, and I bring them all in a room, and I teach everybody credit, real estate. I make sure everybody pull up their credit profile. All right, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. All right, we're going to get everybody an LLC, and then we do a family susu where, all right, everybody put up $200 each week. This week, we're going to take the pot, and we're going to fix loyalty credit. Next week, we're going to take the pot, and we're going to fix Cuzzo credit, right? So now, we working the money around. All right, Cuzzo, we just fixed your credit this time. We're going to take you, put you on my LLC. See, let's go get funded. So if you do that, you're going to get $50,000 to $100,000 in business credit. Now you can take that money and then go invest because you have the information, right? You got partners. I will go buy a self-storage facility. All you got to do is put 10% down. You put that down payment, you get into the facility. Now you got to pay back the debt. I get it because a lot of people get scared with the debt. Well, this is the reason why I love commercial real estate and self-storage facilities specifically, because you have multiple streams of income out of that facility, right? So when you buy that facility, one of the streams that you can have is a moving company. Because now when people rent out the units, they need to move it inside. Nobody want to break their back, so you can now hire your family to go do the move. You don't need certifications for that. Now you got a moving company. That's additional income. Put a few vending machines on your facility because as people are moving in and out, they get hot, they want to get a drink, and they're going to move over impulse. If they see the vending machine on the corner of the hall, they just going to go buy a drink just because they seen it. Right now they thirsty already, so they're going to grab a vending machine. You start bringing money in on a vending machine. You can actually, do a transportation business. Every single year I have what I call family legacy meeting. So I bring all my cousins, brothers, aunts, sisters, and I bring them all in a room, and I teach everybody credit.
If you put your child out before 25, there's a good chance you're the reason the next generation gonna suffer. Yeah, that's right, I said it. See, a lot of y'all like to say, I had to put them out. They was disrespectful. They was bad. No, if we be real, you ain't put them out because they was bad or out of control. You put them out because you couldn't handle it no more. That was self-preservation. That was you choosing you. I remember being 12 or 13 years old and hearing my own mama say, fend for yourself, while we still living under her roof. Not because we was grown, but because she couldn't provide no more. She couldn't keep a job. Scams ran out. The government benefits ran out. So instead of saying I failed to prepare, she flipped it and made it seem like this was the problem. And that's what some of y'all do. As long as some kids helping you survive, food stamps, taxes, government assistance, they're useful. But the moment that runs out, now they're disrespectful. Now they're too much. Now you're washing your hands with them. But let's be honest, you had and raised that child. You shaped their behavior. You built that environment. And now you're throwing them out to the world with no skills, no guidance, and an undeveloped brain. And expecting for them to just figure it out, that ain't no discipline. That's abandonment with an excuse. You forcing the child into adulthood before their brain is fully developed. You load them up with trauma and then throw them out to the streets, and you wonder why they're struggling in life. They're struggling with relationships. They're struggling in parenting. You didn't break the cycle. You extended it. Real parenting ain't just feeding the child. It's preparing them, giving them the tools, giving them some structure, giving them a little responsibility over time so when they do go out into the world, they ready. Stop surviving off your kids and then throwing them away when they no longer benefit you. If you really love your child, prepare them. Don't abandon them. That's how you save the next generation. If you put your child out before 25, there's a good chance.
I know the problem with me having...
Swear up and down, they want a nigga that can communicate and open up to them. But the minute you do, hell break loose. Y'all don't even try to comprehend what the fuck that man just said to you. Y'all just go straight to the source shit. I can't handle what that shit. You just love for real. Y'all was so ready to crash the fuck out for nothing. Whatever crazy y'all taking that shit and running away. I can't tell y'all nothing. It's okay, man. I see where you're coming from. They put everything on. The niggas split.
they'll lie whenever you want to do something. They got all this. They got so much stuff they got to say. They see it as entertainment. Whenever something good happens, whenever the life is required, they don't seem too entertained by it. I really want you to pay attention to that. Not everybody in your life has your best interest. When you find out somebody's monitoring spirit,
today I saw 32 of the most common manipulation techniques that make me start defending myself for no reason. So you ask me, like, what is it? Are you trying to say I'm stupid? Is that where you're going with this? No. That's what it's starting to sound like. No, where you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. That's funny.
Misunderstanding why? Because I'm stupid? Because I'm dumb?
I never said that. I said that you misunderstood what I said. What I asked.
No. Listen to what you just said. You misunderstood. So I'm slow? I'm dumb? Is that what you mean? Tell me right now. Tell me the truth.
No, I think you're misunderstanding what's going on. I'm saying you took this and you're taking this the wrong way.
Oh, okay. So I'm taking it the wrong way. So now I'm crazy too, huh? What the hell are you even talking about now? That! You always end up resorting to, oh, what are you talking about? Like I'm the one who's sitting here tripping when you know exactly what you're trying to imply by asking the question that you're asking and saying the bullshit that you're saying.
I'm not implying anything. I'm confused. I'm literally just clarifying what's going on.
No, don't start backtracking now. Don't start doing that shit. Say it with your chest. You think I'm stupid. Say it.
I don't think you're stupid.
And why'd you say it like that?
What?
Like you're talking down to me, bro. Like you're the smart one and I'm the idiot.
I did.
Yes, you did. But you always do this shit. And then when I did it, so when I did it,
what shit did you saying?
That's understood. Earlier you told me to calm down. You're telling me to calm down like you're a puppet.
I said calm down because you're getting fucking angry and standing up and shit. Come on.
So now I'm yelling. That's what's going on, guys. I'm fucking yelling. I'm sorry. So I'm unstable now. That's what you're saying. I'm the unstable one.
All I did was ask you for example, like always breaking down.
No, what you were trying to do is you were trying to disrespect me and make me out to be the fucking example.
I wasn't trying to set you up for anything. I wasn't trying to throw any jabs at you. I'm just doing our content.
If you did it, then why are you trying so hard to defend it?
You're insinuating that I didn't do it.
So now I'm accusing. So here I am. I'm the bad guy again, right? That is weaponized misinterpretation. They twist your words into disrespect on purpose. So that way they can rage, punish, and then derail the conversation and steer it into whatever direction they wanted to go. But what this does is it causes you to stop talking about the actual issue at hand and start explaining your intent as if you're on trial. But that's not misunderstanding. That's control. It's for reasons like this that we wrote the book. Not crazy, control.
What's one of the most common manipulation techniques?
And then after we go this, maybe one or two months, people start on an hour.
A lot of men feel like in a relationship specifically that we don't have a space to communicate what it is that we don't like or what it is that you're doing wrong, per se. You understand, like women pride themselves on being great communicators, but I disagree with that. I think women are great at expressing themselves, but they're horrible at listening, especially when they are the problem that the man is bringing to them. The woman will listen to you all day long when you're talking about issues you have at work, issues you have with the guys, issues you have just in your social life. When you get to telling her what it is that she needs to improve, all of a sudden that flow of information is not as clean. It's not as smooth. It's hurdles there. It's interruptions there. It's cutting you off here because I don't like what you're saying about me, regardless of whether or not it's true or not.
Women are not mind readers. And a lot of times, men get to a breaking point, and then now they got a whole rap sheet of things that we're not doing right, or they're not creating a safe space, this, that, and the third. But all the issues you speak of, being outside, what's happening in that song? So like, you start dealing with it there. When oh well, you just don't criticise and be open with you. Like, let's be 100% honest. If you led with that, get a lot further with women, and they might be able to create a safe space because they can actually identify what it is that you're struggling with. But again, to my first point, men were not conditioned to be open and to be able to verbalize what their issues are, what they're struggling with, what their tendencies are, what their trauma is, what their past was. They'll give you a surface level summary and then expect you to figure out the rest and then be mad when their needs aren't being met.
A lot of men feel like in the relationships,
I swear to God, don't let nobody trick you into thinking. Manipulate you to make you feel like you're wrong, or you're wrong for following through a certain problem, you're wrong for a certain part, or you're giving you some dick in certain shit. Man, don't ever let nobody think you want some goddamn doing what's better, what's great. Just because they don't want to be, just because they don't want to be. I think you talked about it one time, and then you talked about it another time, and then you did it like disrespecting me again, and I'm supposed to feel disrespectful. You may not be disrespecting me, but I feel like my feelings hurt, so I'm thinking I'm going to take his old guilt. Y'all just chill, but like, you ain't got to stab, like, no, y'all trying to stab me back. Keep the knife. They ain't got no knife now. They can't stab nobody else. They don't know you with God. Your shit gonna heal up Iron Man style and shit like that. It's not full defense of what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just take it, bro. Always. The first sign of you feeling like they making your energy off, or you know what I'm saying, it's like you feel like you find or strain to try to keep some shit like that, bro, a friend or anything, bro. Let that shit go, bro. Let it go, bro. Walk. Give yourself this. Bitch. Trust me. I swear to God.
3 things about filing free.
Mindset. I wonder what the percentages is that people get gout. I don't know. There are so many people that get it, and
Let's normalize parents apologizing to their kids. Just because you created a child doesn't mean you get a free pass on accountability. See, my parents did a horrible job raising us. 5 kids. 4 of us been in prison. All 5 of us dealing with trauma and relationship issues because of how we was raised. Both of my parents are still alive today, and neither of them has ever reached out and said, son, I'm sorry. I could have done better. My number ain't changed. My line of communication has always been open. All it takes is accountability. A few years ago, my dad saw one of my TikTok videos where
you choose when you want the money. What does it sound like when somebody blows up on you, and then 2 seconds later, they act all calm, like nothing happened, and then they act like you're crazy because you still feel disrespected? It's because of shit like what you're doing right now. You're doing it right now, whether you realize it or you don't. You're always dragging shit. You're always crying about somebody's tone. It's annoying as hell, bro. That's why people snap. Bro, chill. All I do is ask. No, you chill. Like, what the actual fuck is wrong with you? You act like a little fucking kid every time somebody tells you the truth. I'm not acting like a little kid for wanting you to talk to me like an adult. Like an adult? Bro, you don't listen to shit unless somebody gets on your fucking ass. Is that what it is? You want me to baby you? Do you want a hug or something, bro? Is that gonna make you feel better? Why are you saying they're disrespecting me like that? I don't understand. Because you're frustrating, bro. You always want to play the fucking victim, and then you want to sit there and make me the bad guy? You're exhausting, bro. Alright, bro, relax. I'm calm now. Are you still upset? Because you're sitting there yelling at me, you call me a kid, and you're being mad and disrespectful, bro. I don't know what you want from me. And you also said I'm exhausted.
I didn't call you a kid. I said you were being childish.
That's literally the same thing, dude.
You see? This is exactly what I mean, Darren. You twist everything, bro. You take one sentence and then you spiral with it.
I'm not spiraling at all.
Yes, you are. And now I'm the one that's sitting here calm. And here you are, still arguing. For what? What's the problem, bro? So who's really the problem now? That is two-step manipulation. Stage 1 is when they blow up. That's intimidation, insults, pressure. Then stage 2 is hostage level calmness. They suddenly go quiet and now they're reasonable. But they do this so you look unstable for still being hurt. And it eventually trains you to drop the issue fast because you already know that if you don't, you become the emotional one.
What does it sound like when somebody
For the people who come from dysfunctional families, let me explain why. They love hard but keep one foot out the door. So always have an escape plan. Sick of us. They always blame things now because in the past they didn't feel okay. Or they just may shut down completely. They might find the home to choose people, not because they think from having the pain. Pain was a thing in life. First of all, apologizing in a family was rare. Love had conditions, and a silent treatment was used as a weapon for control. Sometimes they confuse chaos for connection and peace for boredom, and that's because dysfunction was normal for them. Sixth of all, they may subconsciously shut down, sabotage, or run when things are going too good, and that's because they expect the worst to happen. Good things never they dysfunctional asshole. Ain't the one. They grew up learning how to read a book before they even knew how to read a book, and laugh without leads. Ain't the one. They crave validation. That's the most like they actually no validation. And this is because they had to learn how to be self-motivated and self-validated since childhood. They use that pride as protection to keep their feelings from getting hurt when nobody acknowledges them. Hey, all I'm gonna say, if you're still healing or deal with somebody that's still healing,
here's the millionaire cheat code. The United States allows you to file.
The reason I told him it was a bad idea. She said that. $20 into AI investing.
I learned it anyway.
28 days later, he showed me the account.
She didn't say anything for 2 minutes.
The AI did that. It's transaction.
I know.
Listen, just try investing with AI. No experience need. $20. Start tomorrow. By end of month, you'll thank yourself.
Hold on. Like, I don't need to know all the charts and stuff?
None of it. The AI reads all of that for you. You just need to understand what it's telling you.
I just read some shit that says it's crazy how motherfuckers don't need no proof to believe a lie, but need all the proof in the world to believe the truth. That shit right there makes me want to wrap my hands around a bitch's neck. I just read some shit that says it's crazy how motherfuckers don't need no proof to believe a lie, but need all the proof in the world to believe the truth. That shit right there makes me want to wrap my hands around a bitch's neck. I just read some shit that says it's crazy how motherfuckers don't need no proof to believe a lie, but need all the proof in the world to believe the truth. That shit right there makes me want to wrap my hands around a bitch's neck. I just read some shit that says it's crazy how motherfuckers don't need no proof to believe a lie, but need all the proof in the world to believe the truth. That shit right there makes me want to wrap my hands around a...
Hey, you know what? That Trinitarian video is really enough to get everybody to understand it, but there's still questions. So let me break this down. But listen to me. I'm going to say right now, it's going to be kind of different. It might have said something, but come on, let's just go ahead and deal with this real quick together. I'm not teaching. I'm just reasoning with you for a second, all right? Let's just reason about this for a second. Hear me out. The first thing I keep seeing is everybody saying is the underworld. Well, by all definitions, this is the underworld. I'm going to keep this one simple with common sense, and we're going to move away from this one real quick, but hear me out. If you know, as above, so below, and God them live up there, and we under them, that makes us the underworld, motherfuckers. That would only make sense, since the Bible clearly says that Satan is the God of this planet. Not the Lord God, but the Lord God. Those are different. Let me get you on the right track. The first thing that we need to establish here really is that not all Nephilim are bad. They're not all grade A. Let me explain why I say this. First off, Jesus himself was a Nephilim. And I can show you this in Islam and in the Bible. Watch this shit. You might not believe it, but Jesus sit here, we gotta understand the Bible doesn't say the Most High came down and he conceived with motherfucking Mary. It does not say that. It says the Spirit of the Lord or the Holy Ghost. Either one, whatever your Bible say. One thing you gotta understand here is that the Spirit of the Lord and the Holy Ghost are the same entity. Not the same thing. The same entity. That means that's a living being. You gotta understand, that's a living being that's separate from the Most High God. Understand? And what would that mean? Well, the Spirit of the Lord is the title for one of God's Most High angels. We know him as Gabriel. His actual name is Gabriel. The Spirit of the Lord is Gabriel. It's Gabriel. Some of you Muslims come to terms with, especially you Christians, because you motherfuckers think doing research is questioning God for some reason. I think it's weird because I thought people study to show themselves approved, but that's just me. Here's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, Gabriel came down with his pee on Mary, and then after that, he got saved. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That man has the best praise voice. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Luke believe me. It say right here in Luke that motherfucking Gabriel came down. He came down to Nazareth. And he came to a virgin woman who was espoused. He came down to an engaged virgin. You know what I'm saying? A female about to get married to somebody to the line of David. So listen to me. Jesus ain't even in the line of David. They just want to use it. They just want to use it for PR reasons. He pumped his rings on her. He said, man, I'm about to come on to you and put the Spirit of the Lord up in you. And she was like, okay, boy, you crazy. And you know what he did? He did it. And while he was doing it, he let her know, baby, right when he was finna